Hello fellow Total Warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to another online battle from Warhammer 2. So this time we're playing as the Greenskins and we're up against the Vampire Coast. And the Tomb Kings weren't enough for the Greenskins, now we have this faction as a counter. Somewhat, it's fine as long as you know how to do some things, but overall I think it's a hard matchup. So for that reason, my strategy over here is gonna be 4 Vanguard deployed Night Goblins into the back of his, and I was a little bit lucky because the map is actually quite small, so these guys will get eventually really quick into my opponent's line. Now I deployed them over here and here away from the center because I was expecting some foul play like cannons sitting on here. And I didn't want to get my Night Goblins engaged before my main army arrived. Like, these things need to happen simultaneously. If you have flyers or backline harassment, it needs to happen at the same time and not before that. Otherwise they're just gonna be unsupported and they're just gonna killed off quite quickly. So yeah, for my front line, except these 4 guys, we have some 3 units of Black Orcs, the backbone of any Greenskin army. I went really deep with these guys, even though I'm up against a really heavy missile faction. I still believe that without Black Orcs, you're doomed to fail almost in every match. Well, you can, if you're a good player, you can still do it, but it's still gonna be hard. 2 Forest Goblin Spider Riders in the flanks in order to counter any scurvy dogs. We also got the Mangy Marauders over here with the Spider Rider axes just for the poison. These guys are a perfect fit together. We also got a backline of Warhammer boys because I thought in case he had any Fellbats or stuff like that, these guys will be able to beat down those guys. For my left flank we have the Warlord boys, on this flank we have the 8-pick loonies, and for my leadership I think I've hidden him in the trees because the freaking Necrophex Colossuses for some reason are able to just snipe out Lord entities quite fast and easy. So yeah, I kept Wurzag into the ground, and we also got 2 units of Goblin Wolf Riders on the flanks as well. So for my opponent we got 2 units of Scurvy Dogs over here along with a with a Hunter, which is gonna be doing some terror bombing into my troops as long as they come in and fight these Scurvy Dogs. So yeah, that's gonna be a nasty fight. 2 Necrophex Colossuses, one is the Count Noctilus with pretty much Invocation of Nehek, and actually what's that? Oh, Wind of Death. Oh yeah, so he was expecting some Black Orcs, and also the Wraithstorm and some other stuff like Withering and Bit of Sage. So for his main force we got some zombie pirate deckhands mob, we get some pole arms as well, some more gunnery mob on the flanks. We also get a mortar, which is always a nice choice, and for his land army that's pretty much it. We also got some deck droppers over here. Are they hand guns? No, they're just the standard ones. And also some Fellbats over here. So let the games begin. So immediately I'm gonna start marching. Of course my Black Orcs are gonna suffer some damage either by the Necrophexes or the mortars, which is fine. The Goblins are gonna keep coming in. Since my army has closed in much, like as soon as these guys get close, they're just gonna engage. I'm not gonna wait anymore. And look at that, they're still hidden, like they haven't seen them, which is kinda cool. So this Goblin is gonna be going after these missile unit, and this one is gonna be going after here, and the same goes for these guys. But one of these guys is actually gonna go after the Count Noctilus just to keep him occupied from actually shooting, so Wurzag can go into the front lines and start doing his job. So the Black Orcs are gonna be piling in, the Wolf Riders as well. Over here we had a skirmish fight, and as I said, the Hunter just completely terrified these guys, and actually they were able to win. I kind of realized that quite early, and that's the reason I pulled back my Spider Riders. I was just trying to save them. I didn't care that much about the wolves, but the spiders have a lot more better utility, so I pulled them out before I lose them. And yeah, as you can see, the wolves are just gonna be going straight for the mortar, just trying to shut it down. The spiders as well, the Black Orcs are gonna be coming in. Even the beaten up ones, the WAG is gonna pop. The 8-pick loonies are gonna be coming like crazy fanatics into the fray. And yeah, they're just gonna chop these guys down really fast. How much damage already? Yep, they're going down really fast, as you can see. I really love the 8-pick loonies. In the back line, we still the bounce power is actually against my favor. Even I have a really nice wrap all around his army. And yeah, these ones are gonna be selling down this missile unit, completely broken at the moment, shattered, gone, so they're just gonna keep piling more and more into the deep of his guns are not able to do anything. I have my other Spider Rider just keeping occupied his gunnery mob over here. The Necrophex Colossus is gonna be taking some damage from the Black Orcs. Here we go, is gonna be going down and it's gonna buff up all of these units. Nice speed of Sage is gonna go down on top of my Black Orcs and his zombie pirate gunnery mob, or whatever it was. I usually just confuse all the names from the Vampire Coast. I just call them like gunnery mob or something like that. They're gunners. It's just it entangles my tongue every time I try to pronounce because they're pretty much the same unit, like zombie pirate gunnery mob, zombie pirate deckhand mob. Like, screw me, couldn't you find a different name? Anyway, so back here the harassment is quite strong, but I have my wolf riders just to harassing also his scurvy dogs, and some spiders are gonna be also be coming back. I also open fire with my mage marauders and the death creepers on the deck droppers, and the other gonna be doing some work. And also some other forest spider riders are gonna be coming over here, but as soon as I see that my missile line is kind of falling apart, I'm just gonna send them over there. Black Orcs are gonna try and stay on top of his Noctilus, just keep him occupied. Wurzag is gonna come in and he's gonna do some work. Effigy of the Git, I think, has it's gonna go down now, because or is it not? I don't remember if I dropped the Effigy of the Git. Oh yeah, I just brought the Mage Marauders to stop him from going and leaving. Also a missile attack, the Gaze of Mork is gonna go down on this Necrophex. And yeah, we're just desperately trying to keep this guy occupied from trying to escape in order to do some work. So another here we go is gonna go down over here. This Hunter is gonna have it not an easy job against these Black Orcs and the Goblins piled up in here. As you can see, it's getting dragged down. The Here we go is putting these guys up to 80 melee attack, which is, well, pretty insane. And yeah, one Black Orc is still gonna keep hunting down Noctilus with the backup of Wurzag, and they're gonna be able to do some really heavy work. So over here, the Necrophex Colossus, the second one, is actually still alive. I think I killed that thing. The Bounce of Power have shifted in my favor. Some archers are gonna be coming back, and all of them are just gonna open fire on Nocti Boy at the moment. And yeah, am I gonna drop an effigy or not? Yeah, there comes the effigy. The Black Orcs are gonna catch up. Wurzag as well. The army, the ranged play is gonna be strong, and at this moment my opponent decides to drop, because pretty much everything collapsed, and whatever wasn't was about to. So I really like this battle because my goblins did quite a fantastic job. Just look at the kills on these guys. They just completely teared apart all of these guys. Wurzag didn't get enough kills, but he was there just supporting his army, and I was quite happy that he didn't die this time, because every time I'm playing against the Vampire Coast, every lord I bring, he just dies from a cannonball in the face, which is pretty obnoxious. Black Orcs did quite well. Actually, look at that. The goblins got the most of the kills. Yeah, because the Black Orcs were targeted down and hard countered by fighting Necrophexes and stuff like that. My backline didn't do that well, and that's completely okay. I just wanted to occupy his forces, and they were actually able to fight back, punching these scary dogs to the face, even though they lost in the end. We still did fine. The Spider Riders did also amazingly, and the Mage Marauders with the backup of Spider Riders also did well. For my opponent's army, I really like his build. Like Vampire Coast, dude, like whatever they bring, it's still gonna be hard, right? So yeah, I think Silostra, if I'm correct, is a lot better choice over here, although those Vindictive Glares and the Gaze of Morks are gonna be quite brutal against her, so I understand why many people don't prefer Silostra. But with her summons against the Greenskins, she's quite strong, I gotta say. Anyway, yeah, my opponent, yeah, just the Necrophexes were able to do any work, and the Haunter. The rest of the units were just complete nonsense. And the Scary Dogs actually did quite alright, just harassing the backline. So yeah, I really hope you liked this build. Like I'm thinking of changing some things for the next time. Perhaps the Orcar boys, like I believe going with stationary archers against the vampire cost is really not that effective, because no matter, even if I brought savage orc boys, they would still be sat down. So yeah, I don't know, I don't know, it depends. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed, guys. Feel free to leave a like or a comment, feel free to subscribe if you're not, and hit that notification button. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.